Picture this. It's a quiet Sunday evening. You're kicked back on your couch, finally decompressing after a long week. Your phone buzzes. Bank notification. $12.99. Your music app. No big deal. Less than a Chipotle burrito. 10 minutes later, another buzz. 10 bucks. Cloud storage you upgraded back in 2021. Next morning, buzz. $35. That premium gym app with the workout routines you swore you'd start in January. Individually, these charges look totally harmless. They're micro amounts, engineered specifically to fly under your financial radar. But here's where it gets real. Open your bank app right now, pull up your last 90 days of transactions, and actually add up every single recurring charge. What you find will knock the wind right out of you. Studies show that while the average American thinks they spend around $86 a month on digital subscriptions, their real itemized total clocks in closer to $219. And for a huge chunk of working professionals and young adults, that number balloons to a jaw-dropping $500 every single month. That's $6,000 a year, folks. Over a decade, if you just park that same money into a basic index fund, you're looking at nearly $100,000 of compounded real wealth. Instead, it's being silently, automatically, and completely legally siphoned straight out of your checking account while you sleep. You're not going broke because of one massive splurge. You're losing your financial freedom to a slow, steady, invisible bleed. And it has a name. This is the subscription trap. If you're finding this eye-opening, smash that like button right now. It genuinely helps get this information in front of people who need it. How we got here. To understand how we all fell for this, you got to look at a fundamental shift in how the entire economy operates. Think back 10, maybe 15 years ago. You wanted to watch a movie? You rolled into Blockbuster, grabbed a DVD off the shelf, handed over 20 bucks, and walked out. Transaction done, clean, finite. You felt that cash leave your wallet. The pain was real, and it made you think twice. But here's the thing. Corporations figured something out about our psychology. Buying stuff hurts. In behavioral economics, this is called the pain of paying. Brain scans, actual MRI studies, show that when you hand over cash or swipe your card for a big purchase, your brain lights up in the same regions associated with physical pain. The higher the price tag, the sharper the sting, and the more likely you are to pump the brakes and walk away. For businesses, that psychological pain was a massive obstacle to growth. They had to constantly convince you to feel that sting every single time they dropped a new product. So they engineered a workaround, a brilliant, diabolical workaround. Instead of asking you to fork over 200 bucks up front, they sliced that cost into tiny, almost invisible fragments, 10, 15, $20, spread out over a rolling monthly timeline. Suddenly, you weren't buying software, you were just renting a temporary pass. And your brain, it barely even registered it. This shift blew up the entire corporate landscape. The global subscription economy has exploded past $500 billion and is projected to crack $1 trillion in the coming years. We're not just talking Netflix and Spotify anymore. You need a monthly subscription to heat the seats in certain luxury cars, a subscription for replacement razor blades, a subscription for your smart mattresses' premium features, a subscription for basic productivity tools you need just to do your job. We went from an ownership economy to a permanent renting economy, and our brains completely lost track of the math. The psychology behind the trap. The reason subscriptions are so dangerous to your wealth building is that they're built on something called auto-renewal bias. When you sign up for a service, you make exactly one active decision. You punch in your card number, hit accept, and you're in. But from that second forward, the entire cognitive burden flips. The system assumes you're in forever, unless you go out of your way to stop it. This exploits a deep-seated human trait called behavioral inertia. We're wired to stick with the default because changing it requires mental energy. When a payment is automated, your brain stops treating it like a real financial decision. The charge transforms from a voluntary purchase into background noise, like a utility bill. You don't choose to spend $15 on that streaming service this month. It just happens to you while you're asleep. And companies pour gasoline on that inertia with one of the most effective psychological weapons ever invented, the free trial. We've all been there. You need to watch one specific docuseries, or you need a premium design tool for one project. The website flashes that irresistible banner, 7 days free, cancel anytime. Zero risk, total no-brainer. You grab the value, fully intending to cancel the second you're done. But the moment you typed in those card details, you stepped right into a trap. Psychologists call this the endowment effect. The second we feel ownership over something, we value it exponentially more. During that free trial, the app becomes yours. It's tailored to your preferences. Losing access genuinely feels like losing something. Then comes the kicker. When that automated email hits, your trial ends in 24 hours. Your brain pulls its classic move. I should cancel that tonight, but honestly, I'm exhausted. I'll handle it this weekend. Weekend comes and goes. Life takes over. That tiny task gets buried. And the algorithm? It doesn't forget. It strikes at midnight, converting your casual curiosity into permanent recurring revenue. Let's run the real numbers. Let me break this down with a realistic example. Meet Alex, a 25-year-old professional who considers himself super responsible with money, cooks most of his meals, avoids big credit card debt, drives a sensible car. Ask Alex his monthly subscription spend. He'll confidently say, probably like $50. Let's actually audit his bank statement. Entertainment stack, premium streaming service, $16. Ad-free music, $13. Anime platform, $8. Premium video pass to skip ads, $14. That's $51. Lifestyle tier, e-commerce membership for free shipping, $15. Food delivery pass, $10. Fitness tracking app, $12. Mental wellness app, $15. That's $52. Productivity layer, cloud storage, $10. PDF editor from college he forgot to cancel, $9. Password manager, $5. AI writing assistant he uses occasionally, $20. That's $44. The aspirational traps, and this one stings. A language learning app he used for 2 weeks a year ago, $14 a month, still charging. A monthly grooming product curation box, $25. An online community membership he barely opens, $30. That's $69. None of these charges individually feels like a crisis. Every single one feels under $30. But stacked together, Alex is burning through $216 every single month. For consumers in the upper tier, add a gaming subscription, a niche sports bundle, a meal kit. You're easily cracking $400 to $500 monthly. But here's the real gut punch. It's not just the money you're losing today. It's the opportunity cost. Every dollar auto-drafted for a service you didn't even use this month is a dollar stripped of its ability to work for you. That's a dollar that could be buying income-producing assets, building a down payment, funding your emergency cushion. You're trading long-term financial freedom for short-term digital convenience. And you're getting a terrible deal. Seriously, if this is clicking for you, drop a comment below with the most ridiculous subscription you found and canceled. And if you haven't subscribed to Growbit US yet, hit that subscribe button. We drop financial content that actually moves the needle for your wallet. Why you can't pull the trigger and cancel. So if subscriptions are objectively bleeding us dry, why is it so hard to actually hit cancel? 2 reasons. First, identity guilt. Most of our subscriptions aren't about who we are, they're about who we wish we were. That language app, that masterclass platform, that fitness tracker, your brain doesn't see those as expenses, it sees them as symbols of self-improvement. Canceling the gym app feels like admitting you've quit on your fitness goals. Canceling the language app feels like conceding you're never going to learn Spanish. So instead of facing that uncomfortable truth, your subconscious rationalizes. Keep it, you'll get back to it next week. Companies know this. They deliberately price subscriptions to monetize the gap between your real habits and your aspirational self. Second, engineered friction, also known as dark patterns. Notice how signing up for a subscription is frictionless. One tap. Biometric authentication. Your face glances at your phone and boom, you're locked into a recurring financial contract. No friction, no warnings. Now try to cancel. Suddenly that clean, modern interface transforms into a labyrinth. The cancel button is buried in a pale gray submenu 3 layers deep inside settings. And when you finally find it, they're not just letting you leave. You're hit with a multi-step survey, emotional retention screens showing you everything you'll lose, a sudden discount offer. Wait, stay for 50% off for 3 months. And sometimes, for legacy services, they straight up require you to call a hotline during business hours or mail a physical letter. This is cancellation friction, and it's a calculated business strategy. They don't need to make cancellation impossible. They just need to make it annoying enough that your exhausted brain says, "I'll deal with it next month." Lowering cancellation rates by even a few percentage points protects tens of millions in recurring revenue. How to break free for good. Breaking out of the subscription trap requires you to aggressively reintroduce financial friction back into your own life. Step 1. Run a ruthless subscription audit. Don't trust your memory, it will lie to you. Block off 30 minutes this weekend, log into your bank and credit card portals, and pull 90 days of transaction history. Hunt for recurring merchant tags and identical charges hitting on the same date monthly. Also check your phone's subscription settings and your digital wallet pre-approved payment lists. Write everything down. Seeing your true number on paper is its own wake-up call. Step 2. Use the rotation strategy. You don't need 4 streaming services running simultaneously. You can only watch 1 show at a time anyway. Pick 1 platform per month. Binge what you want. When you've exhausted the content that genuinely excites you, cancel and rotate to the next platform. This one strategy alone can slash your entertainment bills by 70% without you missing a single show. Step 3. Implement a 24-hour cooling off rule. When an app pushes you to upgrade or start a free trial, put your phone down and walk away for a full day. In 9 out of 10 cases, you'll realize you didn't need it. Step 4. Cancel immediately upon signing up for trials. This is a pro move. For most services, you can hit cancel the same minute you sign up. Your free trial still runs its full course, but you're guaranteed no surprise charge when it expires. If you can't do that, set a loud alarm in your calendar for 24 hours before the trial ends. The bottom line: building real wealth is rarely about hitting some massive home run. It's about mastering the small, daily habits that protect your capital from 1,000 tiny cuts. The subscription economy is brilliant because it weaponizes your own psychology against you. It turns your forgetfulness, your inertia, and your craving for convenience into a predictable, permanent stream of corporate revenue. Every time you passively let an unused subscription renew, you're making a quiet agreement that a piece of your financial future is worth less than the hassle of navigating a cancellation menu. That's a deal you can't afford to keep accepting. Take back control of your financial dashboard. Treat your hard-earned money with the respect it deserves. Stop letting corporations run a silent, invisible pipe straight into your checking account. Your future self, the one sitting on real assets with real freedom, will look back at the day you plugged these leaks as the exact moment everything changed. If this video gave you a new perspective on your money, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Seriously, text it to a friend right now. And if you're not already part of the Growbit US community, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We publish videos every week designed to help you build real, lasting wealth, not just talk about it. Stay intentional. Protect your capital. We'll see you in the next one.